All right, we still got three tremendous comics. This next guy coming to stage with a finalist in the Tacoma Voice Competition. One of my favorites. Please clap it up and welcome Paul Goodwin.
Thank you. Me and my wife, we've been taking salsa dancing lessons at the YMCA. Salsa 101 they call it, or as I like to call it, how many old guys can accidentally grab my wife's ass in an evening. So far the going record is all of them. My wife also took a crochet class, which she's carried on marvelously. She crocheted anything. She crocheted mittens and hats for our kids during the wintertime. I even thought she crocheted me a pocket pussy, but it turned out I was just fucking a drink cozy for a couple weeks. If you can't tell by my accent, I smoke and drink a lot. I'm originally from Mississippi, which is why I'm not there right now. I used to tell people I was from North Mississippi because I thought that sounded better than just saying Mississippi, but it only sounds good if that person doesn't know that North Mississippi is directly underneath South Tennessee. I was raised very religious. I was raised on scripture, like Leviticus 18, verse 22, which states, if a man lies with a man as they lay with a woman, they shall be stoned, which I agree with, because I believe sex feels better that way. Some of my most recurring memories are of me and my 7 brothers and sisters piling up in my dad's work van to go to any and every church event available, dressed in our Sunday best, breakfast beer between my father's thighs, because there's no open container law in Mississippi. As long as you don't blow a .08, you can drink and drive, which my family never blow a .08 because we've evolved over generations of drinking and driving to cut our BA off at just the right point. So even if we do get pulled over, our accent mixed with wrestling references is just mistaken for brain damage, which is also perfectly legal to drive with in the state of Mississippi. My grandmother, she was the leader of our cult, and she was the first person to let me know that God watched everything I did, especially my sins. So from the time I was 11 till I was about 14, I truly thought that God was watching me masturbate. And it messed me up a little bit psychologically. Like, to this day, I can't masturbate unless I think somebody's watching. I once told my grandfather that only 23% of Mississippi is college educated. And he said, well, hell, son, that's almost 2/3. So I was always getting 2 lessons in life growing up. You know, I get one from the world and one from my conservative family, and it'd be up to me to figure out which one was bullshit. Like, according to my earth science teacher in college, Miami is sinking because it was built on sand and porous limestone, which naturally sinks, creating a crumbling physical infrastructure, made worse by sunny day flooding that makes its way deeper into the city every year behind a sea level that rises as much as 6 inches every decade. But according to my grandmother, it's because of all the immigrants and homosexuals. So I saw a meme online recently posted by a drunk uncle, and it said Liberal Home Defense System 2022, and it was just a picture of a guy staring down the sights of a big black dildo, which I thought was immature and unfounded, because I've been to a sex shop and I've seen one, and I've picked it up for a second to test its battle weight, and it's a weapon if you wanted it to be. All it would take is one good news interview with the guy who beat and subdued an intruder with one of those to deter crime on a massive level. Rednecks all across the country would see the interview that goes something like, good evening, everybody. Dick Swelter here with the Channel 2 local news. No weird stuff, straight news. Tonight we're here to celebrate one for the good guys, the American homeowner. Behind me here in the back of this cop car is a loser. Broken, beaten, sad. No doubt wishing he'd just been shot. And over here to my left, we have the man, the hero, a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus, Mr. Paul Goodwin. Oh, thank you, sir. No, thank you, sir. Can you walk those of us watching at home through the events that transpired here this evening? Well, yes, sir. I was in the bedroom watching X-Files on Hulu with my woman. We used my brother-in-law's account. And then I heard this ruckus coming from the living room, so I grabbed my Shaquille O'Neal and I went to investigate. And that's when he charged me in the hallway. And that's when you used your item on the assailant? Hell no, I just hit him with it. And then, with nothing more than a simple name change, battle dicks are popping up all across the country. And it's a quick conversion, too. Oh, I don't know if I can keep one around the house. What if one of my buddies comes over and sees it? And say, well, shit, Delbert, just keep it on the gun rack so they know what it's for. And then you got guys walking into Army surplus stores. He's like, hey, man, what's that up there on the wall between those throwing stars and tear gas? And he'll say, well, that's your standard issue 17-inch huge thick horse battle dick, ribbed for a great grip. 2.16-inch wide head, 2.56-inch wide base for a heavier hit. 2.6 pounds total for a lightweight mobile weapon suitable for close combat. Made with a healthy PVC latex-free non-penthlate rubber, very flexible, wraps around your forearm, good for defensive position. Powerful suction cup capable of holding up one's body weight or busting out a car window to rescue a child from a quickly submerging vehicle. Mailed to you in a secure, unmarked package for your personal privacy and so the federal government can't seize it. Damn, man. Sounds like a good deal. Is there anything else I should know? Thank you. No, man. 5.0 reviews online across the board. I wouldn't read the comments, though.